Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Diddy Darling. Actually, we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today. Did you all, well, maybe not all, but did you watch the Nintendo Direct, which was on yesterday? Well, it might not be yesterday, depending when you watch. Okay, basically there's a Nintendo Direct recently, and I watched it this morning. I actually forgot it was on last night, so I didn't watch it when it came out last night, but watching it, instead of watching it live, I could watch it on video on demand. It means I can actually skip through parts which I didn't find particularly interesting, which is, nice. Or I can just, get this sort of like, the lay of the land, this sort of overview of exactly what the news is, which is, a lot faster, I suppose. Anyway, hello everyone, right now in Fawnhallow, it's 5:18 PM on Thursday, February 10th, 2022. We know Flick is here. I don't think we have a bug which we can actually give Flick, so we might just have to ignore him, unfortunately. But yeah, a new Nintendo Direct came out. There was some big news, obviously no Animal Crossing news. I don't expect there to be any Animal... Hello, Flick. I think he heard that we didn't have any bugs and he was just coming over here just to make sure. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I mean, I don't really expect there to be any sort of like Animal Crossing news, especially since we've had the 2.0 update. I highly doubt there's going to be absolutely any more updates, but part of me does hope, but part of me does not believe in any further Animal Crossing updates. But no, this will be spoilers, I suppose, without a Nintendo Direct if you haven't seen it, but presumably you've seen it already if you want to see it, or you see the news. But the biggest thing which I'm excited about is there's a new Marriage Strikers coming. I don't know if I'm excited enough to actually get the game, but I played a lot of, not the one on the GameCube, I played a one on the Wii. Was it Super Mario Charge Strikers? And I'll be honest, I can't remember Nintendo or Mario sort of naming systems a lot of the time. Like, they all get very muddy on my head. But I played a lot about one on the Wii, and brought up good memories. When I saw it again, I was like, whoa. So much so that I went to go look up like old gameplay, like old their theme songs and their old like celebration things that they did after they scored a goal, and I was like, wow, okay. The music still kicks, pretty hard is what I'll say. It's an absolute slapper and it bops, a lot of them. But graphically did not hold up that well. It looks a lot worse than I remember, and I suppose if anything, I've now fallen into that trap that people fall into, where they're just like, oh, this game looks really good in my mind, and then when you go back and look at it, you're like, wow, this actually looks terrible. It doesn't look terrible, but it looks very uncanny, I would say, and it's certainly a relic of a past. Because I was thinking, I was seeing that new Mario Strikers, I was just like, huh, it's not as breathtaking as I thought it would be. I feel like it's basically the same as It looks basically the same as the sort of the previous iteration. I mean, I looked at the previous iteration. I was like, whoa, I was wrong. I was very wrong. As it turns out, oh no, that's the wrong one. I thought this is the one we needed, but no, we need the left one. I also think this is fake, if I recall. I think it's the white ones on the left. But yeah, what about anyway? But yeah, I have a lot of good memory with Mario Strikers. Played it a lot with one of my family friends, played it a lot with my sister, that sort of thing, trying to unlock everyone, and have good memories of basically who's incredibly OP. If you've played it, you'll probably know incredibly OP. Everyone say it with me now. Diddy Kong on Hammer, bro. I mean, I also think Dry Bones is quite strong, and I think the other like sidekicks all had their place, but yeah, Diddy Kong is just so insanely strong. But I suppose it kind of depends on who you're playing with, if anything. Because playing against the bots certainly is a different situation, I think, than playing against necessarily your friends, and depends how good your friends are and that sort of thing. Because if your friends are not that experienced of a game, it's much better actually to play someone like Bowser or Donkey Kong, because they have a very high not hitbox, but timing window for when they do the super charge up strike or whatever, and when your friends aren't all that great, they tend to be pretty bad at saving the penalties in that regard. Can I say, sorry, you might not know this, you didn't play the previous Mario Strikers. There's basically a thing where the captains on each team, they can like, if they charge up their special shot long enough, they'll have like this little meter which fills up, and if you hit it with exact right timing, it will send out either 3, 4, 5 or 6 shots on the goal, and depending on, again, the timing you hit afterwards will depend on how quickly the shots get fired, and then you get into this like little mini game where one of the people you play as the goalkeeper, and basically the balls like flash up on screen, and you had to use a Wii remote to click on it to like catch a ball. That was probably one of the most stressful things ever induced, especially when someone hit the 6 balls in like the red zone, I suppose, and the speed aspect. everyone just goes, oh, that's like 4 goals right there. Except for this one time that happened. My a family friend, he did that. I don't know why I say family friend. He's just a friend, to be fair. But even if he is a family friend, he hit that 6. He hit that red mark. I stepped up to play as a goalkeeper. Managed to save all 6 of them. Save the game, probably that. I don't know. Maybe we still lost that. I honestly can't remember. But all these memories coming back, The only thing I'm mildly disappointed at is a lot of the side characters aren't actually there in Mario Strikers anymore. Mario Universe has such a wide variety of characters. It always disappoints me that they don't put more of them into some of their games and that sort of thing, Like sometimes you'll have the most random characters just appear in the games. Like in Mario Party, I forget, is it 9 or 10? Well, in one of them, maybe it's Super Mario Party, I can't remember. One of them is just like Pom Pom is like one of the playable characters along with her other counterpart whose name I can't remember. I'm just like, who are these characters? Like, it's random enough having Koopa Troopa and Goomba, but at least they're very iconic Mario enemies and that sort of thing. And obviously my favourite is Birdo. But Birdo at least is maybe not as iconic as Goomba or Koopa Troopa, I suppose, as a Mario enemy, and then rather unique, I suppose, and make a good counterpart to Yoshi. And Dry Bones, it's sort of like, I guess that's another possible counterpart to Yoshi, I guess. But then it's just like, who the heck is Bonbon? Is her name? No, her name's Pom Pom. Sorry, not Bonbon. What was that? Mackerel? Seashells and cell fruits. Easy done. We also need to talk to people, so let's have a chat with you, Vivian. It's always a shame when they don't, I suppose, take advantage to a large plethora of characters. But I suppose part of it is due to the fact that, development costs for actually making every single character is, probably through the roof and probably for not much gain. I'm just sad Birdo's not in it, basically, anymore. Is that Stain from Draw? So that's probably Biscuit. So I can't imagine who else it'd be. It's just a bit disappointing, when there's a character that appeared in a previous version but doesn't appear in this version, I'm just saying this because I got Birdo's my bias. We stand Birdo. Yes, Birdo. Anyway, yeah, it's a shame I can't play as them anymore. But to be fair, they took out most of the characters. It seems like it's only the captains left, and to be fair, it's not even all the captains. Who was it? But there's only like 10 characters, like Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, Donkey Kong, Bowser, so that makes 6. Peach, Daisy's not even in it anymore, which is crazy. Daisy seem to be replaced by Rosalina, but I guess it's because Rosalina is now super popular, which is wild because she's only in like 2 games, in Super Mario Galaxy 1 and Super Mario Galaxy 2, as like a mainstay, as like an actual like part of the title, I suppose. I know she appears in all the other sort of Mario Cross collaboration ones. I guess she's extremely popular. I didn't, I did realise because they kept bringing her back, but I didn't realise, if you get what I mean. So Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, Bowser, Donkey Kong, Yoshi, of course, Peach, Rosalina, who's the other one? Toad. Yoshi and Toad, I suppose. I guess if you had to pick 10 characters, well, actually, I'd probably switch out Rosalina for Daisy, just because of, nostalgia reasons. But if you were to pick 10 characters, those are pretty reasonable 10 characters to pick. And possibly it's a game which might get DLC in the future. Didn't Mario Tennis got updates, I think, in the future? I honestly can't quite recall. I believe it did. But actually, I'm not sure Mario Tennis is a good comparison, because Mario Tennis had such a wide variety of characters, didn't it? Had like Bowser Jr. and Diddy Kong. I think Boo might have been. But no, Chain Chomp was one of the characters, that was it. Such random characters. And you know how Mario games are, they sort of vary between having just like a really tiny limited selection of a main cast to also just including some of the most random characters possible. To be fair, they have a lot of characters to choose from, but so I can't really blame them, but I'm always a little bit sad when Birdo gets left out. Birdo's sort of stuck in an in-between place of being kind of a main character, but also kind of a side character, but very forgettable, and not that popular, unfortunately, at the same time. But they're still queen in my eyes. Sorry, this made my skin crawl even saying that. Very not something I would usually say. Yes, queen. I like saying that, but it was quite fun. Anyway, so I was getting completely distracted. I was talking about it like, yes, queen. I don't know if y'all saw it in the Kirby, what's the game called? I can't remember, the new sort of like open world Mario Odyssey, I assume, inspired Kirby game which is coming out. But just a split second, they show through like a montage of like different enemies you fight, and for some reason there's like this leopard with these incredibly long nails, incredibly long eyelashes, and heavy eyeshadow, or like the classic sort of Pixar mum hourglass shape. And I was just like, damn, that character's gonna get like fan art almost immediately. Yasification. And then, you know, I scrolled down my Twitter just to see what people have posted. Some hilarious tweets being like, drew the Yasification of Kirby bosses. I don't know why, it just made me laugh. Made me chuckle to myself. But yeah, that character, of course, did get fan art rather quickly, because that was uploaded almost immediately after the Direct, I think. Fan artists, they work so quickly, but, you know, that's no big surprise, I suppose, in the end there. Yeah, anyway, that Kirby game looks kind of cool. I haven't really played many Kirby games, apart from the original, not the original, sorry, the remake of the original, the Kirby in Dreamland or whatever. I enjoyed it. By the way, also, Kirby inhaling, like, these man-made objects and just, like, sort of stretching his maw over them. Incredibly, incredibly cursed is all I can really say about that. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Kirby, we're here to talk about Mario Strikers. Yeah, let me think about the previous Mario Strikers. Can I remember all the characters? Because I wonder if I'll bring it back, because they had, like, superpowers. No, I think they did bring it back, didn't they? We showed a little, sneak preview, because everyone knows every single Mario game they've got to have some sort of charge up special super final smash sort of attack for some reason. The Mario Strikers one, it seems to be a different sort of flavour, because it was an item, if I recall, in the Mario Charge Strikers football on Wii. And if I remember, I think Mario... Oh, you're ill, Raymond. Let's go get you some medicine. Let's go practice medicine. Mario and Luigi, they just became super big, I think. And, yeah, I think they just became super big and quite unstoppable. Peach and Daisy, I think, had very similar ones, where Daisy just knocked everyone up around her with, like, these crystal shards. And Peach, like, had, like, a paparazzi. I think it was actually called paparazzi or something. No, maybe it's called photo fit. No. Freeze frame. Was that what it's called? Where everyone around her was trapped in those Polaroids on the floor. You know, it's all come back to me. Yoshi, I believe, he, like, turned into, like, an egg and, like, rolled up into a ball or something. I don't really remember. Like, some of them were really good and some were really, really bad. If I recall. Like, the one, like, Mario, Luigi and Yoshi's one, not very good, because you could still get tackled and stuff, so you couldn't do your charge up super smash. Who else? I think Wario. I don't remember Wario did. He probably farted. No, let's be honest. That's kind of Wario. I actually don't think he did. I think he did something else, but maybe he... Waluigi, I remember, put, like, these brambly things down, and it was sort of the meta, at least when I played with my friends, we'd like make a little circle with a bramble thing surrounding us and then just do, like, the charge ups super captain's smash thing. Who else? Bowser did he like breathed fire, set people on fire. That's what it was called. I don't remember what Donkey Kong did, I'll be perfectly honest. Maybe he, like, slammed the ground. Who else was... Oh yeah, this is just another thing adding on to the just completely random character choices in Mario games. P.T. Piranha was in this game, from what I recall. Which is strange. Maybe he was in the first one. It might have been released around the time Mario Sunshine was released, which that would explain it probably. He put, like, mud on the ground. That was, like, a terrible one from what I recall. And then Diddy Kong, the most broken character in the game because he was super speedy from what I recall. And then he also had a very strong ability. It was called Red Card, I remember. You put it down and anyone caught in that was basically just taken out of a map. Taken out of the match for like 20 or 30 seconds or something. Hit allies as well, to be fair. But I just remember it being incredibly strong. I can't remember if it took a goalkeeper out of the map. It might have taken the goalkeeper out of the map as well, which is just ridiculous if it did. Yeah, anyway. You had all these side characters as well you played. They all had different charge attacks, you know. Good old Dry Bones, my favourite, because he was very fast. His dodge attack, I remember, turns him invisible, but he, like, dodge rolls forwards or something, I think. No, maybe he jumps over people. I can't really remember. No, Toad jumps over people. But his fully charged things electrifies people and stuns them, so you just, you know, fully charge it, stun the goalkeeper with an electric shot, and then just, like, hit the ball in afterwards. That's very strong. Toad, he had, like, a curving shot, I think. That sounds about right. And he did like this crazy flip in the air to dodge people. But I think turn invisible. And then he just had like a short range, like, teleporting dash, if I recall. Score a goal. I actually can't remember. Can't believe I remember all of these. Birdo. I remember they had a very poor defense thing. It was very bad for movement. They just, like, spun in place and it deflected anyone who tried to attack them then. But they had this, like, giant long range projectile that would break on the first person hit, but it would also, you know, completely bypass the first person hit. So if it hit no one but the goalkeeper, you could score these goals from, like, half a court away. Half a field away, I guess. Not really half a court. Half a court's not really right. And terminology. Which also brings me up to the point. In the trailer, there was one part where it sounded like they wanted to say court, but you don't call it a football court, you call it a football field, I suppose. So I can't remember what part it was. It was something like something sport, something field. Like, and it had like a sort of like what's the word? The rhythm, but like it was going to rhyme. I was going to like sound nice and very satisfying in that way, but then it just didn't. And I was like, maybe that was just me. Probably just me who thought that, but whatever. You know, I'm just calling it out there for like the 2 other people in the universe who thought the same way I did. What else was I going to say? We need to find whoever's crafting today, don't we? I don't think we run into a crafter today. Hello. Are you thinking? You are thinking. Unfortunately, we must ignore you, so you don't decide to do anything crazy like move out. What else happened in Mario Strikers? Oh, of course, Hammer Bro, the most broken character. Giant hammer slam downwards that stun people. And then his charge attack, which stunned literally everybody in a line. Shorter range and Birdos, to be fair, but it also hit everyone. Nigh indefensible. There must have been... I think Shy Guy was in the game as well, but I can't remember what Shy Guy did. I don't think I ever played a Shy Guy. Anyway, all those memories came flooding back to me. We're meant to pick up shells, aren't we? Let's also put this flower down, so I'm not just holding it forever. Okay, apparently there already is a lily of a valley here. I guess we should also move this tree. Now we can keep it there. Like, who cares? I'm not properly decorating this area yet anyway. Will I ever? That's a good question. That's a good question. Probably not. Not until Nintendo brings in that Happy Home Paradise customization thing. On over. Yes. On over to the main island. I'm just trying to think what else I remember. I don't know. I just remember it being... You had to... Oh, I feel like Bowser Jr. was in the game, wasn't he? I don't remember what he did, though. Surprising, but yeah, I'm also kind of surprised Bowser Jr. is not in the follow-up game. I feel like he's a rather common and popular choice for other characters being added to the game. But anyway, that's not really the point. I'm trying to think, what else happened about Nintendo Direct? Of course, the Kirby game came out. Yeah, honestly, it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it basically looks like Kirby Odyssey, from what I can tell. I don't know if that's what Kirby fans wanted, particularly. I don't really know what Kirby fans have been yearning for. What was the last Kirby game? Epic Yarn? I'm not really sure. But honestly, it looks like a heck of a lot of fun. Definitely can't fault it in that regard. Oh yeah, the Mario Kart expansion packs. That actually looks awesome. Well, that's definitely one of my favourites, because Mario Kart is definitely one of those party games that always gets played, I think. Super commonly as well. And the fact that they're basically doubling the amount of laps is basically they're kind of releasing Mario Kart 8 again, just with like a whole different set of maps, if I recall. Which is crazy to think about. The one thing I did notice when I was looking at the video, sorry, the preview for the tracks, I was like, these tracks look surprisingly... I'm not going to say lower quality necessarily, but they look like smoothed over, like they look far more cartoony than I expected. And low res than I expected. I was like, this is, kind of surprising, I thought it would look a little bit, like, fancier, because, I remember a lot of the maps in Mario Kart 8 look, like, really good. I'm trying to think of some off the top of my head. Like, the Legend of Zelda one looks really good, and there's that, the Dragon one, which was released, I can't remember, where you ride like along the back of a dragon, looks incredible. Like, a lot of them look really good. Like, the downward skiing one, or snowboarding one, I don't know what it's called, the Alpine one, looks really good. Like, they all look really good, and I was just surprised, like, how plasticky and, like, how moulded, I suppose, the ones look. Possibly they're not completely finished. Or the most common theory I saw in some of the comments was that it was ones, they were basically directly taken from, what's the mobile game called? The Mario Kart mobile game, Mario Kart Tour, that's it. But basically just the assets lifted from that, which I guess makes sense, because, things on a mobile phone generally can't necessarily be as powerful as a console, which, it's kind of iffy, because a lot of days nowadays, some modern mobile phones are particularly capable. I was saying some of them I bet are stronger than the Switch, spec wise. Sorry, a bit of a drink of water. But I'm interested to see what sort of racetracks are coming up. I can't remember, because Mario Kart 8 is not the one I played like huge amounts of Mario. I have played quite a bit of it, but Mario Kart Wii is the one I basically played throughout my entire childhood. So I'm trying to think what tracks I would like to see in Mario Kart 8 in this new pack, which aren't already in the game. Now I'm trying to think of Mario Kart Wii ones. I really like DK Snowball Crush. Is that in the game? I don't think it is. Oh, maybe it is. I'm trying to think what ones are even in Mario Kart. It's really hard to think. But I really liked DK Snowball Cross. That was definitely my favourite one. Basically because it had like these crazy jumps you can do, which are really fun to do shortcut wise. I'm not really sure. But they have a plethora of maps to choose from, and some of them are fantastic. Oh, maybe some of them for Mario Kart DS might be a good option as well. Is Peach Gardens in the game? I don't think it is, but it might be. But it's interesting. So I was trying to see which maps like I recognised from the little teaser that they had. I'm sure someone's compiled them. I should probably look them up because, you know, I tried my best. I honestly couldn't recognise a lot of them. Obviously, I recognised Coconut Mall because I played a lot of Mario Kart Wii. I was like, oh, Coconut Mall. Honestly, I thought Coconut Mall was already in Mario Kart 8. I thought it got added in one of the DLC packs, but clearly I was misremembering. I also recognised Choco Mountain, or whatever it might be called from Mario Kart 64. That's a pretty cool one, I guess. You know, I suppose I'm a little bit disappointed because the revamp of it is not as cool as I thought it would be, you know. It's not, obviously Mario Kart 64, it's a very sort of bare bones sort of map, there's not really much going on in it, but I thought they would really revamp it to give it like so much more extra detail and, you know, extra perspective on life. But honestly, it just kind of looks like the same, but just in higher fidelity graphics, I suppose. Which, you know, fair enough, I guess. If the assets are lifted from Mario Kart Tour, but I suppose it's mildly disappointing. Especially because it always feels like there's so much detail in Mario Kart 8 maps. Like, I always felt that like there was a big step up from Mario Kart Wii to Mario Kart 8 over this amount of details and stuff like happened, I suppose, in the background of maps. I always felt that when I was playing it, I'd be like, man, you know, these maps actually look really cool. But maybe I need to give a Mario Kart 8 thing another watch just to really see if I feel that way or not. Oh, let's see. Mario Kart 8 DLC maps. Someone has probably compiled what the new courses are. Let's see. Paris Promenade from Mario Kart Tour. Okay, that's what I didn't recognise. I thought it was a completely new map. I thought it might have been the city from Pokemon Black and White. Just turned into a map because it's. I don't know. I was like, maybe we're gonna have like crossovers or something. Toad Circuit for Mario Kart 3DS. I haven't actually played that one, so that's fair enough. Choco Mountain, I did recognise that one. Coconut Mall, IGN. Tokyo Blur for Mario Kart Tour. Okay, so that was another one. I was like, I've never seen this one before. Toad Circuit, I probably, you know, all the circuit ones. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna be able to tell them apart, just like that. So two of them are for Mario Kart Tour, but it certainly explains why I didn't recognise them. I was like, that one looks so Japanese. I was like, maybe is it meant to? I was like, maybe it's something from Mario Odyssey. Shroom Ridge. I don't remember what Shroom Ridge is. Sky Garden. I was like, I thought that was already in the game. So that kind of surprised me, but I might be getting it confused with a different one. There's already like a Cloud Beanstalk like level, and Ninja Hideaway for Mario Kart Tour. That one looked a lot like I thought that one was another crossover with Mario Odyssey. I thought it was Bowser's Kingdom, but I don't know. I haven't even played Mario Odyssey, so I don't even know how I know his name. So here we go. Here's pictures of all 10 of them. Yeah, it looks so plasticky, you know. Choco Mountain especially is just like I would have thought, you know, there'd be some interesting thing that we could have done it with, like the Alpine, like well, there's hints of it. But it seems like they tried to make it sort of like an archaeological site. There's like fish bones or stuff. Invisoid, I don't really know. So this is Toad Circuit. I guess I could have guessed by the giant toad balloon. Coconut Mall. The thing that struck me most is how simplified everything looks. They simplified the escalators to just being like those cart travelators, whatever they're called, or cart escalators, which I guess makes sense. But also it's like, I guess it's not really that big a deal. Perhaps it'll look even better in game. But it certainly does, you know. Now that people have mentioned that it's something which is just ported over from Mario Kart Tour, it really does just sort of look like a mobile game, doesn't it? But Tokyo one looks quite nice though. I didn't realise Mario Kart Tour based them off like actual country stuff. But anyway, 48 courses in the end. Pretty good deal. That's basically the price of Mario Kart 8 again. And the same number of courses. In fact, it's a little bit cheaper, I think, because I think it's £25 on release. Switch games are normally like £40-ish. Is what I'd ballpark them at. We have 5 minutes, so let's do it. So let us... We'll go deep sea diving when we'll sell some stuff. I think that'll be enough to get 5,000. Yeah, I don't know. What sort of other maps are there? Oh yeah, that's what... Is TikTok Clock in the game? It might be in the game. I honestly can't remember. I need to like have a look up a list. Shroom Ridge. That's what I wanted to look up. Shroom Ridge. Oh, Mushroom Gorge would be so good. Definitely want to see that one. Oh, this one's Shroom Ridge. I do recognise it. I just forgot about it, to be honest. I was picturing a lot more mushrooms. It's basically just a ridge, I'm going to be honest. Whoa, you are very fast. Why are you so speedy? I don't know what deep sea creature you could even be. Hold on. I need like a list of Mario Kart 8 racetracks. I want to know. I want to know. Let's see. Mario Kart 8 courses. Oh, you're a snow crab. That makes sense. Mario Kart 8 most popular. I didn't know it was a tier list. Okay, sure. Well, I'll look at your blog with William Spaniel. Sunshine Airport. That's a great one. Mario Circuit. Mount Wario. I guess Mount Wario basically is with DK Snowball Cross. Toad Harbour. What's the bottom one? Let's see. Royal Raceway. I don't remember. Yoshi Valley. Rainbow Road. Moonmoon Meadows. That's a good one. DK Jungle. Cheap Cheap Beach. Mario Circuit. Swamp Ruins. Toad's Turnpike. TikTok Clock. Oh, TikTok Clock is in the game. Oh, of course it is in the game. Yeah, I recognise it now. Look at it. Electrodome. I actually thought Electrodome was one remade from a previous version. I didn't realise it was a completely new one. Mario Kart Stadium. I don't even remember, I'll be honest. Bowser's Castle. I feel like there's a different variation of Bowser's Castle in every single one, isn't there? Twisted Mansion. Water Park. Cloud... Oh, Cloudtop Cruise is one I was thinking of. I guess that is kind of different. Well, I mean, you can see how I got confused between that one and whatever the other Cloud one, which is coming in the DLC update's called. Shy Guy Falls. I thought Baby Park was one of the ones. Maybe that's one of the DLC ones. Maybe this doesn't have DLC? Oh yeah, it doesn't have the Animal Crossing circuit, so it can't have DLC. Bone Dry Dunes. Is Grumble Volcano is in the game? Grumble Volcano I have fond memories of just because it's got that hyper shortcut in it. One of the only ones I know. I mean, I know about the Mushroom Gorge one as well, I just could never do it. The Grumble Volcano one, that's how I beat the expert time, I believe, in Mario Kart Wii. Not that I think the expert time was actually particularly difficult to beat, it was just like, you know. It was the easiest way to do it. Okay, let us... Yeah, well, we'll sell these things and then I think we'll round off this episode here. So yeah, Mario Kart, Kirby, and Mario Charge the Football. It's not called Mario Charge Football, whatever the new one's called. Mario Super Strikers, whatever. All very exciting news to see in Nintendo Direct. There's also like 3 houses came to Fire Emblem Warriors, I suppose, if you're interested in that sort of thing. I don't really care about Fire Emblem all that much, so it's not that big a deal for me. I don't know. I'm just trying to think what other tracks. It's really hard to think off the top of your head because it's been ages since I played, and it's only really Mario Kart Wii. I think I would know well enough to actually comment on which ones I'd like to see and which ones I wouldn't. Well, not wouldn't, but which ones I'd prefer to see is perhaps a better way to put it. Whoa, 15,000 on the dot. How wonderful. But yeah, I don't know. What are you looking forward to from a Nintendo Direct? What did you wish I was? No new gaming announcements, which is fair enough. I think they announced beforehand the focus was his releases on coming this year, so fair enough. I'm just interested to see more tracks, I suppose, come out and see how that happens. But anyway, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Join me, Dear Darling. Discord, follow me on Twitter down below. Hope we see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.